perfect lines, perfect shading, perfect replication of a subject. Wait, is that all? Is that all there is to art? Are we, the human beings, striving to become some kind of human photocopier machines? After reaching a comfortable stage in art where I could technically produce works with ease, this burning question started to stir my soul. It point blank asked me, once you reach a technical stage, expertise in art, then what? Is technical expertise the epitome of art? And the courses that are solely focusing on technical development, moving us on their product ladder from one course to another, from this skill to that skill, and keeping us in a loop, are they really focusing on our personal artistic growth? The kind of growth that not only connects us to technique, but also to our meaning, to our voice, to our aliveness. Hi, I am Parul, founder of RestartART. I have a master's in fine art from Chelsea College of Art, London, and over 10 years of creative industry experience. I help you step into the artist you know you are. Not by copying pretty stuff, but by creating art that is fully alive, fully aligned to your inner voice, not someone else's. But how do you create such an art? Well, that is what I'm here for. Let's dive in. Let me give you an overview of what to expect in this video. In this video, we will explore why some art tutorials, while being valuable, can quietly hold you back and how you can break free from it. Together, we will uncover 3 powerful shifts to make your art feel truly alive, supported by stories, art exercises, prompts, and timeless wisdom from across cultures. Stay with me till the end and I'll show you how you can get my free mini muse manual, which is about how you can create alive art. It is packed with well-kept secrets of art that will help you break free from perfectionism, connect with that flow state, and create art that is alive. Let me start with this question. Have you ever felt that you have followed all the steps, checkmarked all the boxes, and still you feel something is missing? Like you have made sure technically everything is right, but emotionally things are flat. Well, you're not alone. Let me explain why this happens and how you can change it. Let's look into why most art tutorials hold you back. Art tutorials are powerful tools to learn art, but the problem comes when they teach you to think your way into style, to mimic some kind of outcome, to follow some kind of external focus list, to follow some systems. Basically, their focus is entirely on the outcome. Rarely they teach you how to bring your own personality into your artwork. And without that personal signature of your creativity, no matter how technically great the artwork is, it will fall flat, making you chase that elusive X factor of what is missing and leading you trapped into perfectionism, chasing that why it is not clicking, all the time making you and keeping you cut off from a flow state, the flow state where real art happens. That is why I'm going to walk you through 3 essential ways of how you can connect yourself with that inner creativity. Let's dive into those 3 ways now. Let's dive into the first step, present moment drawing. True artistic creation comes when you stop over-controlling everything and start becoming one with the act of creation. For example, in Zen and Taoist calligraphy, the brush is not considered just a tool. It is rather an extension of your chi, your life force. The stroke becomes a meditation, the line a mirror of your breath, your energy, your intention, and your internal state. Or look at Indian classical dance, where every gesture, every mudra, Every turn, every breath is a piece of a living story. As visual artists, we can learn so much from these traditions. When your body becomes the instrument, your work carries a deeper truth, charged with your personal creative power. So we as visual artists, how can we use this beautiful knowledge and translate into our own artworks? Let me give you an art exercise that'll give you that glimpse. To explore this concept, make continuous line studies of your surroundings. The restriction of not lifting your pencil will keep your attention to the page and bring more awareness to your art. The aim of this exercise is not to make perfect pieces, but to bring you online when you create art. This practice bypasses overthinking and invites you back into the present moment. Now let us move on to the second tip, explore your own artistic voice. Vincent van Gogh once asked, "What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything?" And as Jordan B. Peterson explains, developing your own voice is not optional. It is essential. Without forming your opinions, you surrender your identity. You risk becoming a reflection of others instead of a genuine self. He reminds me of Georgia's strength as an artist in meeting such challenges. She faced this head on. Critiques tried to reduce her work to cliches, to flatten her expression into simplistic symbols, but she refused. She doubled down on her vision, painting flowers, landscapes, forms that spoke to her deepest instincts, not to anyone else's expectations. And the result? Well, history knows her name. Such is the power of listening to that inner voice, that inner wisdom, that inner instinct. If you are interested in learning art this way, if this inspires and resonates with you, you would absolutely love my weekly newsletters. They are filled with inspiration, the art insights into art processes, give you the information on my latest short and long art courses, give you free resources, and much more. So if you're interested, you can sign up to those newsletters for free. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Moving back to that inner voice, that inner instinct, that wisdom, how can you strengthen that? Let me give you an art exercise. In this art exercise, we are going to find ways to strengthen your emotional palette. What you need to do is notice what kind of colors, which pattern, what kind of words, what kind of sounds, what kind of artworks speak to your heart. When you create art next time, use those elements to give your own unique touch to your art and see what happens. Now let us move to our third tip on how you can bring your art alive, mastering the foundations until fluent. Let me share a story of an artist who went on making art despite being almost blind. Yep, I'm talking about Ram Kinkar Baij. He was a pioneer of modern Indian sculpture. He used to use unconventional materials like concrete and cements to create his iconic sculptures like Santhal family or the Milk Hall. As his eyesight went on diminishing with age, he continued to create art. Not only personal works, he went on to guide his university level students and his assistants and went on creating artworks and projects for government, competitions and whatnot. How did he do that? Despite the blindness. Here is what I was trying to emphasize in the beginning of this video. When art is learned, experienced, and understood from an internal place, it no more relies only on eyesight, the external things, external elements. Your internal guide, grasp that fundamentals of your creativity. In his case, sculpture. In your case, it can be painting. You align yourself with that knowledge. You get an internal grasp over the subject, over the entire understanding, the tactile understanding of the form, that now, despite the blindness in his case, he was able to create art. In your case, despite whatever the challenges, whether it is lack of time, confidence, imposter syndrome, naysayers speaking bad stuff about yourself, any, internal issue or external issue, you can create powerful art. You are not relying on references, heavily on references, or heavily on some kind of external validation. You create art from an internal place. That is where Ram Kinkar Bach was going and creating art from, despite the limitation of blindness. That is the power of art, knowledge which is internalized, grasped with great amount of hard work, discipline, patience, and humility, a surrender to your inner intelligence, and walking with that power, creating from that power. If you're resonating with this, please don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I am on a mission to awaken that innate confidence of all those artists who were once silenced by life, but are now yearning to rekindle that creativity. With these two hands of mine, I can reach a few, but with your support, I can definitely serve many. So please do share this video with everyone you know who yearns to rekindle that creativity. Thank you. Now let us move back to our point of mastering the fundamentals until fluent. The well-renowned artist Pablo Picasso once said, "Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist." Think of learning art fundamentals as like learning a language. When you're fluent in a language, you can speak off the cuff. You can deliver a speech, you can recite a poem, have a heart-to-heart. You can mold it any which way. In the same way, when you have a solid grasp on art fundamentals, you are now free to experiment, explore, create your own styles. To sharpen this concept further, try speed sketching. Set 20 or 30 seconds timer and start capturing what hooks your attention in your surrounding. The time cap will make you capture things quickly, leaving no room to overthink, second guess, or chase perfection. The idea is to boldly practice with an absolutely aware mind. This exercise is designed to rewire control loops and reconnect you with core fluency. Over to you now. I want to know what inspired you today in this entire video, and what are the challenges you are facing in your art journey. I want to know your inner artist better, so please leave your views in the comment section below. Let me give you a recap of the 3 tips I shared today. Number 1, present moment drawing. Shift from controlling every mark to letting your body, your being, guide your art in here and now. Number 2, explore your own voice. Stop chasing trends and nurture and amplify what personally moves you. That is where your authentic style lives, and that is where meaning will start dawning in your life. And number 3, master the foundations until fluent. Build deep fluency in foundational skills of art, and don't just stop there. Push your growth envelope further. Experiment, improvise, and fully express your unique voice. Most art courses focus on skills alone, as if they are training you to become human photocopier machines here to imitate reality. Paul Klee corrects this beautifully. He says, "An art student should be more than just a refined camera, trained to record the surface of the object. He or she must realize that they are children of this earth, yet also children of the universe, issue of a star among stars. That's the kind of art we focus on in Restart Art. We don't just imitate reality blindly. We create from a live wire, which is present in you, me, everyone. If this kind of art learning resonates with you, I'm sure you would love my 90-minute taster session in Foundations of Art drawing. I've kept it intentionally short to match your life's demands and busy life schedules. If you're interested, I will leave the link in the description box below. Go check it out. For now, all this knowledge will be of no use unless you put it into action. So go out there, apply what you learned today, and boldly step into the artist you know you are.